Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle a really common topic, your morning routine. We'll go over all the key words and phrases you need to talk about your morning smoothly and, just sound natural in English. And if you do, you are definitely not alone. So many English learners know tons of vocabulary, but then someone asks a simple question like, "So, what's your morning like?" And it's surprisingly tricky to answer. And really, those simple everyday conversations are exactly what we want to get right. Well, we're going to fix that right now. In this little guide, we'll break down exactly how to build a great answer. We'll start with the basics, the structure, and then we'll add some fantastic natural sounding expressions. Okay, let's dive in. First things first, we need our building blocks. Think of these as the simple transition phrases that connect all your actions and turn a boring list of activities into a smooth story. And remember, since routines are things we do over and over, we're going to use the simple present tense. It's really the perfect tool for the job. Okay, so this one, it's the perfect way to kick things off. It's super simple, it's clear, and it tells the person listening that you're starting your story. For instance, I usually start my day by checking my phone, or maybe I usually start my day by drinking a glass of water. See? Super easy. All right, you've got your first action down. Now what? How do you get to the next one? Well, the phrase after that is your absolute best friend here. It creates a really simple logical link, like this. I usually start my day by drinking a glass of water. After that, I make some coffee. It's just a fantastic way to connect your ideas. Want to mix it up a little so you're not always saying after that? Easy. Just pop in the word then. It's short, it's simple, and it does the exact same thing. After that, I make some coffee. Then I listen to the news. It just keeps your story flowing beautifully. And what about for the very end of your routine at home? This phrase is perfect. To head out is just a casual way to say leave the house. So this phrase signals you're talking about the last thing you do. This is also a great place to add words like always or sometimes. For example, before I head out, I always check that I have my keys. All right, so we've got the pieces. Now let's snap them all together and see what a complete morning routine actually sounds like. This is where it all starts to make sense. So let's walk through this. Notice how smoothly it flows. I usually start my day at 7 a.m. That's a great opening. After that, I make a cup of coffee. Perfect transition. Then, I take a shower and get dressed. Another smooth connection. And finally, before I head out, I grab a quick bite to eat. A nice, clear ending. See how each sentence just logically follows the one before it? It really is that simple. Now, knowing the phrases is great, but hearing them used in a real conversation, that's the real key. So let's listen in on a quick chat between two friends, Alex and Ben. So, Alex gets the ball rolling here with a friendly observation and a question. By the way, full of energy and morning person are super common natural expressions. We'll actually look at those in just a minute. And check out Ben's reply. Did you notice he starts with our key phrase? I usually start my day with. He sounds really confident and clear. And that's because he has a simple structure to follow. See how Alex keeps the conversation going? He's curious, and he uses another one of our key phrases to ask for the next step. What do you do after that? That's a super common and really polite way to show you're interested. And Ben wraps it up perfectly. He uses after that to connect his actions. And then, this is the best part, he adds a fantastic idiom. It really sets me up for the day. Using phrases like that is what makes you sound so much more fluent and natural. So, did you catch those great expressions Ben and Alex used? This is the fun part. Let's break them down so you can feel comfortable using them too. Let's take a closer look. Okay, let's go through these 4 brilliant phrases. First, a morning person. That's just someone who loves mornings and has lots of energy then. So, are you a morning person? Next, to grab a quick bite simply means to eat something fast. Full of energy is a great way to say you feel active and awake. And my personal favorite, sets me up for the day. This means that something like a good breakfast prepares you perfectly for all the hours ahead. My challenge to you, try to use one of these this week. All right, so let's recap where we've been. We've covered the building blocks, we've seen them in a sample routine, and we've heard them in a natural conversation. But here's the most important part of all. Now, it's your turn to practice. So let's quickly go over what we learned. First up, always start with a strong opening phrase like, I usually start my day by. Next, connect your actions with those transition words like after that and then. And then, if you can, try to add in some natural expressions to make your English sound more authentic. And finally, the most important step. You've got to actually practice. Describe your own morning, even if you're just talking to yourself. So, I'm going to leave you with this one last question. Think about your own morning routine right now. What's the very first sentence you'll use to describe it? Is it going to be, I usually start my day with a cup of tea? Or maybe, I usually start my day by walking my dog. Just getting that first sentence ready is the absolute best way to begin. Thanks so much for joining me.